You are not prepared.
Hello everybody, Noobtastic here, back with another gold adventure. Well, today is a little bit of a new thing. I'm going to start a new series up. In my time in Twitch, over Twitter, Facebook, and even in direct messages and comments on YouTube, I'm getting asked over and over about how do I get into gold making, how do I make gold, or this simple thing, how do you become a gold capped? Well, simply put, there is no immediate or insta fix. Okay, all right, guys, I'm starting a new adventure. Call it I don't know. Let's come up with a name. How about gold capped? Huh? The journey to gold cap, something like that. I don't know. But anyways, here we are today. I'm on my banker Toon. He's got a bunch of expired auctions, and I started a new TSM profile. Excuse me, because the first thing about making gold in World of Warcraft is the creation of a functional banker Toon. Okay, I know people who have done it without one, and they've done it on all sorts of characters. It's much easier just to devote one of your characters per realm as a banker Toon and mail everything to him, everything you farm up or all the drops you get to sell off. Okay, I'm not talking about professions. I'm talking about just, you're going to farm in your favorite instance, maybe your ore, your herbs, all this. You send it to your banker Toon. It's a lot easier just to manage auctions off of one character. Okay, and all right, so a little bit about this setup before I get started. Okay, the UI, before anybody asks me, this is Spartan UI. Okay, I have Pratt for a chat add-on, and the bag add-on I'm using is ADI bags. You'll see these amongst throughout the video. My other characters may have different add-ons, but this is the basic add-on set for this one. Now, I'll leave links in all the descriptions, okay? The add-ons I'm going to be using basically is TSM, the Undermined Journal, and Mogget. Now, many people may say, we don't need Mogget anymore. There's a main function of Mogget that is very, very useful still for a banker Toon, and that's so you can hover over a piece of gear in your bag and see what it looks like, because, of course, things that look good sell for more gold. So without having this, you would have to go try them all on or do the shift click, which takes a lot more time. Okay, now I also have Accountant, Auctioneer, and Auctionator, Altaholic, and on the top of the screen is Titan Panel. Now, you may not need all those. They're functional things, and I use all of them for certain different things. Okay, but on to TSM. Basically, when you start with a new profile here, okay, I have nothing in this profile, nothing at all. First thing you're going to have to do is whatever character you're on. In fact, the first thing you should do for all your characters is you log through, you go to your TSM groups, and it says, oh, there's nothing created there. Well, you hit this Create Profession tab 2 or 3 times, okay? Then you open up your next one, and you do the same thing. And the reason I say hit it 2 or 3 times, because it seems like when I hit it just once, not all the professions are added in, okay? And, okay. There you go. Now, when I open up TSM, I should have some groups, because you want stuff to automatically be associated. Like, here's this pet right here. Okay, because this is an engineer, but that's made by a different engineer, and he doesn't know the pattern, so there's no association to it. But if I come over to this mechanical squirrel box, see how it says professions, engineers, crafts. Well, we need them all in the correct location if we want to put them into your what am I trying to say here? We want them all in the correct profession, so that when we line it up and we create a full TSM group, so everything's in the correct professions. Like when I first did this, I put all the pets just in a pet one, so they weren't within each profession, and so therefore, if I had a jewel crafting pet in just a basic pet one, it wouldn't always queue correctly, and when it did queue, it wouldn't always build the associated materials from within the profession to make the completion of the object, so I'd have to manually go in there and add them, and it's a pain in the butt, okay? So, of course, when you first start up, you have no groups. But see, I expanded out, and I should have professions. Okay, there we go. Okay, now the first thing I'm going to do is create another group, and I'm going to name mine Chubby Sales. Because I want everything that my banker Toon has above the professions tab, okay? Now you can make all your groups individual and you don't have to do this, but it will put them in alphabetical order. So if you make one for toys, it will of course be below professions. I like to do this that way I can just minimize professions, and when I expand other tabs out, they will just go down. Okay, so to name some few ones, first I would do toys. Okay. Then I would do one for pets, because they are two categories that oh god, I can't even spell. Oh gosh, wow, talk about terrible spelling, huh? Okay, then you would get some like TSMAUC's another one that everybody's gonna need. Okay, and you throw some stuff up under here, say holiday items, because this is a category that you would need if you're going to really farm stuff, because there's lots of holiday items. Okay, another good one is quest items. Okay. Now, I'm going to take, if you were to sit here and watch me make all the groups for everything that I think of, this video is going to be 5 hours long. So, let me jump off, and I will get a full list up, and we'll continue the video back up after I've made a full list of the categories, because the simple fact is setting up TSM from scratch is going to take time. I'm talking several hours, half a day of straight work to get it set up, but the reward is worth it. It's going to pay off fondly in the end. So, all right, let me get to it, get all these set up, and I'll be back to you guys once they are complete. Hey everybody, I'm back. Okay, now been a few hours. I've set up some groups, and where are we at? This is how we're looking. Okay. I gave Chubby Sales. I gave him a clearance tab. This is for stuff I just want to get rid of. TSMAUC gear. I just want to get rid of. Make a few gold, not the big old enchanting recipes that I may have laying in guild banks and stuff. It's just clearance. Holiday stuff is well, anything for holiday. Mounts are, of course, mounts was for resales. Patterns. These are patterns and recipes. Okay, I split it into two groups. Vendor and drop. Because on the vendor ones, of course, we're going to want to add the recipes to make gold, like the Storm One ones and stuff. The drop is where patterns, it maybe I want a little bit more for, because they're, of course, the drops. And then pets, I've split them into categories. Quest items, shirts, and I did shirts, also drop and vendor. And toys, okay, and TSMAUC basic, your basic TSMAUC groups, okay. Now, I showed you guys how to set up a group already. Now I'm going to take an item, and I'll show you guys how to add that item to a group, and how to create an operation to make sure that item then correctly sells. Okay, I was looking, here's this thorium helm, this pattern here, okay? So, I'm going to add that in. I don't think it's in a group already. No, it is not. So I would go up here to patterns and recipes, okay? And, good way to search them is you just search pattern, P-A-T-T, and you, okay, well, that came up. What is that? That is plans. Okay, plans of thorium helm. And while I'm over here, I'm going to search recipe just to make sure. Okay, and then I would come down here to the drop. Okay, and you put them in here. See, I already have a couple in here. Okay, but I'd hit plans. There he is. Okay. I'm also going to get that pattern. And I'm going to add it in. Okay. And of course, the vendor for the recipes, I would put those other ones. See there? Oh, I've already done it. Okay. Okay. Now, you see I have no association with these. Okay. Well, to auction these, You put an auction association. Then, okay, I'll hit create new, and I'll make it pattern drop. Okay, and as long as you name it close to what you're trying to do, when you go to associate, it's automatically say, do I want to associate that there? Yes, I do. Now, your duration, 12, 24, or 48. For anything that's not, I do enchanting for 12, I do blacksmithing for 24, everything else I do is 48. Now, post cap, you might want to put this up. Maybe you're farming an instance, and you've acquired one or two of the same pattern, and you want to throw them up. And you want to get them up, okay? Here's an important thing for bid percentage, okay? Random number down here, okay? And I'll tell you why you need to do this, okay? If you sell one for 10 gold, and I sell one for 10 gold, okay? The person with the lowest bid is listed first. So, not only is on the percentage where, you know, you can always maybe get a bid with high value of item, but, you want to be first up on the list, okay? Now, minimum price, okay? What's the minimum you want to get? For patterns and stuff, of course, it's free gold, so, but you don't want to go too much, so let's say maybe 50% of the DBM market value. Now, MAR, make sure you spell this right because it doesn't, okay? Your maximum percentage, okay, now, if your goal is 100% or more, your maximum percentage, you really have to pay attention because people list it for crazy prices. So if you want to follow them up, I always put like 1,000% maximum, okay? And that should be pretty close to follow them up. It won't get crazy. Now you can put gold, like say I want a minimum of 20 gold, you put 20G. If I want, like this one right here, if I wanted 250 gold, okay, I would put 250G, and that would be it. But that's not, prices fluctuate, so my normal price, I'm going to say 120% the DBM market, okay? So, those are pretty much what I'll do. Now with crafting items, sometimes with crafting items, if somebody posts, say you're making thorium bars, and somebody posts thorium ore at a crazy price, it'll skew the DBM market value, okay? Now, see, if you hover over here, you can put several different things here. You can do like, let me lower that down my bag. You'll see you can put like 120% crafting value. Well, this isn't a crafting thing. Or like for transmog, maybe put 100% vendor sell plus 10 gold. So it'll never go below making 10 gold for drop items. And that's real good for cheap armor. And where I'm looking at is over here on this, okay? Like if you put 100% vendor sell plus 10 gold or something, 20 gold. That's a real good way to sell off transmog armor and make sure you never sell it for below vendor cost. So you're always going to make some gold. And transmog's real good for vendor sell because that way you really don't lose gold on it, okay? Now, below auction, when it's below my minimum price, I want to post it as normal. Because the simple fact is, today it may be below, but tomorrow it'll be fine. So I'll just post it back up. You'd be surprised how much stuff still sells. You don't have to be the lowest. And when it's above my maximum, I always want to post up, so I want to be maximum. Okay? So this is pretty much a setup, okay? Now, we're going to go back and I'm going to quickly make one for the... I don't have any of those patterns in here, do I? Oh, no. Alright, so there's 5 items in this category that I just did. So, if I've done them correctly, all 5 items should post up. Now, I also have a bag full of other stuff, and I've been testing and making other categories. So, other items and stuff will post up also. And I also have a few that are, as they load in the data, these ones that's saying ineligible data, because these are a couple rarer things. So the item hasn't come in, the price value hasn't come in. As it updates, they're going away. I did have like 20 here, and as it rolls through, it's getting better and better. Like, see here, right here, the first item. Jumbo Sea Dogs. They're below my minimum price because they're selling for like gold. So they're a little bit more expensive, okay? But other things, see, these are posting correctly, and these are the pattern drops right here. Pattern. It's undercutting at 553. But this one's undercutting at 17 gold. This one has not seen. It's not on the auction house, so it's going to post up at 707. Okay. Now that's these are pretty good. So you just I have a posting macro that I'll leave in the description to where I just hold down Shift and Z and I roll my mouse wheel, and it will post automatically for you guys. Now see how those went up. Now some of these things in here I don't have all these things grouped in because a lot of these are from other professions, so I have to log on a profession. Like this one's from another working TSMAUC. I haven't got an operation for that yet, or this one hasn't been grafted in. But you see how I have to go through and add each individual's thing because this is a banker toon. If this was a toon that was a fresh toon, then I wouldn't have a full bag of stuff to work with at the beginning. Like here's some things that are some weapons that are not in. So yeah, let me do another object here, and we'll do a full thing. Okay, from start to finish, one item. Okay, let's add this weapon here. This is the defective spill Solgum Staff of the Beast. Okay, this item is a nice transmog item. It comes from the Isle of Thunder farm. Okay, so I would put that. It says it's selling for about one little bit over 1 gold. So I'd find it here, and I would find it, and I would, oh, that's a toy. Gosh, make sure you're in the correct category. I about put it in the toys, or I about put it in the pets. Transmog. Okay, 1 to 3, and it was defect DEF. Let me see if I. Oh God, how was it spelled? Oh gosh, I gotta add it to the trans. Oh, yes, right. No, it's in here. Oh, it's already in the 3 to 5. I've already added it in. Okay, there it is, right there. I don't have an operation associated with these. Okay. So I would do an operation. I'd call it MOG 3 to 5. Do I have a... Yeah, okay. Which, let me go back and look here. So that is 3 to 5 is number 4. Okay. So I got TSMAUC. Number 4. 3,000 to 5,000. Okay. Now I want to post these for 48. If I had more of these, of course I'd want to post them, but not more than 2. Okay. Now for a minimum price, because this is the 3 to 5,000. Okay. I'm gonna put them like say 2,500 gold is my lowest. Okay. Now, the maximum gold I would put would be, I'm going to go like 1,000% DBM market. And for normal price, I'm going to put 120% DBM market. I like putting 120% because when Joe Blow posts said item for 5 gold, item's worth 10 gold. Joe Blow drives it down to 5 gold. Well, when I post for 120, it'll post it back for, say, 6 gold. And you get back some of that value when somebody drives the value down. You don't exploit it, but it's just a little bit, okay? Bid percentages, I like with 90. I vary. Oh, I meant to go 96. Jesus. 96%, okay? And I named this YMOG. I don't know why. So I'm going to fix it and create TMOG. Okay. There we go. Now it's back. Okay, now go up here to number 4, and it has no operational value, and I go down and find TMOG number 4. Oh, that was toys. Goddamn TMOG. Here we go, 4. Okay. Now I have a feeling that this is not going to post. It's going to give me an error for that because it is not quite worth. So I'm actually going to. I'm going to actually take and remove this defector spool and put it down in the group below it. Now, I believe it just probably disappeared because I did that. Oh, there it is. Now I'm going to put it back in this group because that's more of an appropriate group of where it should be. Okay. So let me see how it is. Let me see. Oh, let's see how it posts up. Vanguard Griddle did not post. That's in a group I'm doing. It says because my normal price is lower than my minimum price. Okay. How much is the Van Griddle going for? 1,800, and I put it minimum 20. Yeah, the Van Griddle's in the wrong place too. Also, so the Heroic Griddle's the only thing that posted correctly. What was that in? Oh, I moved it to 1 to 3. There must not be an operation for 1 to 3. All right, let's check and see what's going on here. 1 to 3 does not have an operation. Gosh. All right, see, no operation there. We're gonna name it TMOG number 3, 1 to 3,000. And you guys can name these whatever you want. And a lot of times you can reuse operations and everything. I like to make specific operations so that if, say, it's a lot easier if you have specific operations. If you have one area that isn't posting, to be able to track it down and figure out why that one isn't posting. Okay? And I use a lot of these. You say might be different. You know, might be the same goal, the same the same values I use, but they're not really the same values. They might be just one thing may have changed. You know, so that's why you make individuals like. I don't know. Oh, I can't think of a specific thing where I can point out. But this Van Griddle didn't post, so I'm going to remove the Van Griddle and put it down below. Okay. So hopefully it will be here. Sometimes if you remove one thing and if it's a crafted item and before you go to put it back to post it, you won't see it because you'll have to run your group search again so you can see it. Okay, let's see if those two items posted. The defective soul, see, it's going to post up good, and there's the Van Griddle going to post up correctly. So there, then they both posted up correctly. So that's how you go. Now you see, I have a large bag and I have large things. You know, I got to go through and do a lot of. I have a lot of things to add in. Okay, like, you know, and you got to go through and do them individually. And to get them to correctly work, what can I say? It does take a lot of time and dedication and effort, but when you're done, you get a TSM group and setup that looks really nice. Let me see. This is just a profile that I'm making now. Let me log over to my main profile and tell you guys what it would look like. Now I am changing actually to this profile as I build it. Because my main one I've had for so long, it's starting to get it's starting to get just too. I've made errors here and there, and instead of fixing them all, I've taken and moved around. Like I had some of the pets wrong and stuff. I have some of the engineering pets up here, and I've got stuff in the wrong areas. So it's worth it so much more to go up and do it originally. Like originally, look, I made one for every plate. This is plate, okay? This is all the plate I would sell, and I made one individual one for them all. But if you look, a lot of times I use the same operation for them. So in reality, I did not have to make individual groups. I could just make one blacksmithing TMOG group. Okay, and things you want to make sure you separate, like for blacksmithing, separate your shields, your weapons from your log, because first of all, deposits and values usually are great, you know. And then see, here is I had a warlord's drainer section, and cooking, I had separated it in 100 food, 75 food, but being feast, you know. It's like cooking's a great experience. Instead of doing like you got to make one feast to make a second feast. Well, I have them all up here in the 75 foods right here for those are the initial feasts you make. And I'd always have to individually queue them. If I'd have put them down here in materials and done it, then it would have queued me to make those to make the other ones. So it's just little things like those. And this is why, even though my first profile works great and I make tons of gold off it, I am like here at Legion Glyphs, okay, see, and I have them all separated out. But did I really need to do that? Not really. I could have really just, I could have really just, I didn't have to do that. I could have put them all in one category. Let me put it that way. You know, jewel crafting, my jewel crafting really needed to be redone because though I made lots of money in Mr. Pandera with it, I really didn't make as much money because it wasn't optimized. And like leatherworking, you know, so you guys get kind of an overview of how I did my stuff up. But if you guys stay tuned, keep watching my series and stuff. I am going to fully build this new profile from the ground up, including everything, so it looks good. But what can I say, guys? If you've still been here for this long, you're still watching my video, dude, I salute you, and I just want to say thank you very much, because without the viewers, wouldn't make YouTube possible. I'd like to tell everybody that this month on Loot Crate is a special World of Warcraft edition. If you order the Loot Crate, you get a free edition of World of Warcraft with all the expansions up to all the current expansions, and you also get 1 month free of game time. So I just like to point that out because I don't promote stuff very often, but I think for World of Warcraft people and stuff, this is a great way to get a second copy of a game if you want to buy one for a friend, one of your relatives, your kids, whatever. This is a great way to get a free copy without really having to spend much money. But guys, thanks for taking the time to watch my video. Please give this a thumbs up. This is episode 1, just showing how to set up your banker tune. I am going to create a new episode for every profession where I in-depthly break them down and show you which items from that profession sell good and sell bad, and how to make money off each profession. This hopefully they won't be quite as long. I know this one was it's pretty daunting setting up a banker to begin with, especially because I had so much stuff. If you don't have a banker tune, you can add items in and out as you get them, as you acquire them and stuff, so it makes it much easier for you to do. For me, I had to start from full bags, and I'm still not there. It'll still take me a few hours to get this all squared away and actually working properly. And then I got to log into each character and stuff. So, but thank you very much. Have a good day. Noobtastic out.